All right, so I have I think I would still call it a mobile food pantry haul. In the last video, I talked about how there were several like little food pantries or mobile food pantries in my area, in our county, and it's because each town has one, and as long as you're within the county, you are welcome to participate. And this one is one that is twice a month, and it's the same town that has the every Wednesday mobile food pantry. This one is run by a local church. A friend told me about it, and I took my sister there tonight, and we went. Couple questions that I get is, well, why is there so many like all these little food pantries? I don't know what each state does, or anything. Obviously, I think because a lot of them have like some of these things that really you don't see very often anywhere. I am assuming these are like state subsidized items. But like we have several Kroger items, and which is the grocery store, Walmart, and I even saw a couple Dollar General items. I would assume that it's all part of as a community aspect where they're just trying to really make sure that people are taken care of, especially during this financial time. So for meats, we have each family gets one fish and one ground beef. And then pretty much for this, there was such a hodgepodge in the different boxes, so I laid everything out. My sister's going to take what she wants, and then the rest is for us. So there's a bunch of these little squeezy peanut butters. You can use these with like apples and whatnot. There's one box of cheesecake and jello, one thing of bars of soap. There's a bunch of these date pieces. There's 2 boxes of mac and cheese. There's 4 cans. I think there's 4. There's 4 cans of corn, 4 cans of pears, 2 cans of peaches, 2 cans of potatoes, 1 of spaghetti sauce, 1 of refried beans, 1 asparagus, 1 sweet pea, 1 tomato. I think I'm not sure where that fits in, but then 2 vegetable soups, 1 canned beef, 1 canned chicken, 1 thing of black beans, 1 thing of mandarin oranges, 1 thing of rice. There was 2 boxes of these. My sister took 1, 2 loaves of bread, and 2 paper towels. So that's, again, this is for 1 large family. So they specify large family and then 1 regular size box. So my sister's going to take what she wants, and then we'll kind of come back and reassess. Okay, so we separated. Here's what's left. She took what she wanted, or both sisters took what they wanted, could use, and whatnot. So I have 1 box left. I thought they were going to take both, but they have plenty of cereal, so I'm actually going to use this for the kid I babysit. I have 1 thing of paper towels, always helpful, right? This will go into the back freezer. Again, I can use this for the kid I babysit. I have 2 other boxes of mac and cheese from another pantry haul I did not get to film. That's one that's also twice a month, but it's in a different town, and that's on Mondays and Wednesdays, whereas this one is Tuesdays and Thursdays. So anyway, I have 2 other ones from that one, so I have a complete meal. I'm just going to tuck this away when I have like a really busy day or whatnot, so then we could just pull these out. In terms of what I have left for can, I have 1 refried beans. That's something that I don't think got filmed that one day. I have a ton of cans of refried beans, so that will work out great for, you know, another day. I have a thing of asparagus here. I have 2 other cans of asparagus from another time. I have a thing of peas here. I have a wild rice, and I don't really want to kind of go over this, but I have all the meat. I have a lot of the fruit. Again, these get used up pretty fast with kids, so not a problem. And these tend to be like snacks and whatnot. So these are just available, and if a kid wants a snack during the afternoon, they can open up one of these. So for our meats, I have 3 cans of salmon. I will probably just turn that into, I will probably turn these into like salmon patties. This, I've got a couple other big ones. I can turn this into chicken salad. If you have bread and you can do things like that, this would make pretty good sandwiches, especially with the warmer months coming up. That would be fantastic. There is this thing of beef, and to be honest, I've never opened one of these up yet, so I don't know if it's like chunks of beef. I don't know if it's like a roast, or I don't know, or if it's like shredded. So obviously you can pretty much do anything with that. And if you add like if it's a chunked up or whatnot, you could turn that easily into some kind of stew. Even adding something like these to it could give you the base of a good stew. Okay, and then there's a bunch of these date pieces, not a problem to eat. You can put these in like oatmeal bakes and all that kind of stuff. Just eat them straight out of the bag, things like that. I have a bunch of these peanut butter, so these will just add protein. I could even put them on like some of the bread for peanut butter sandwiches. Again, things are pretty self-explanatory, but the ground beef I'm going to put back in the freezer. It's frozen. My son wants a lasagna for his birthday, and that's coming up, so that will be helpful because I do not have any ground beef. And then I'll just add that to our fish, and we'll just have that some night. I think I have like 10 bags of fish just from Food Pantries. So we have definitely collected some, but we are not huge fish people, so I definitely have found that maybe like once every 2 weeks tends to kind of be enough for us. Okay, so I think that kind of gives you an idea of like, okay, so if this is twice a month, how you can make it work for your family. Again, I know I'm a little bit different because like this would be one meal, this would be one meal. But if you had anybody that couldn't use, you know, the fish, then you would have an extra meal's worth. But, you know, you've got different components to make things that would be helpful for your family. Even just taking like the ground beef, browning it up, or making patties into it. And then using one of these as a topper. Honestly, this is something that we did as a kid. Brown the ground beef, add the vegetable soup to it, put it on burger buns, and you kind of have what's called a soupy joes instead of a sloppy joes. I like it better because I don't really like the taste of sloppy joes, but that's something you could do. I think I've seen where people have taken tomato soup bases and turned that into sloppy joes as well. So you have some options there. Alright, I'm going to go get this put away. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. I'm going to do tomorrow's food truck haul separate from today's because it was kind of a little bit of a different one.